Who here is guilty of sometimes forgetting that other people have a different worldview than you? Of sometimes going through life thinking that everyone thinks the same way that you do, everyone believes in the same stuff that you believe, has the same experience that you have. And sometimes you may see someone post something online and you're just like, what? You're just so baffled. And it can shake up your world. And that is what we are seeing right now in the collective is people's ignorance is coming to the surface because we are all ignorant of what we don't know and what we're not aware of. And sometimes this can be really uncomfortable because it may mean that you have to admit that you were wrong about your worldview, that your worldview wasn't truth. What I've been loving about what's going on right now, aside from all of the heartache and people dying and everything that's going on, it's so dynamic and overwhelming. And what I've really been holding on to as my own truth and inspiration for all of this is that, yeah, it's about time. Like, now is the time that we're having these conversations, and they're not going to be comfortable conversations because our awareness is going to be shattered. And when we receive feedback that is truthful, sometimes that hurts. It hurts because sometimes we can admit that we were wrong, that we can now take responsibility for our ignorance. I'm speaking for white people right now, that other people haven't had the same privileges as you, as a white person. And what can we do about this? I'm so committed to being part of the solution rather than focusing on things that I can't fix and things that overwhelm me with media and conspiracies and all of that. That to me is not my place to focus my energy on, because my energy is very valuable and precious. And as artistic leaders, when we have new awareness in our experience, then we now can do something about that. That anger can be turned into activism. That awareness can be turned into activism. And so I've created a list of ways that we can go forward with promoting this movement in our lives and in our businesses, so that this isn't just post a black square on Instagram and move on. This is like for real a part of our existence and something that we stand for. So number 1, vote with your dollar. Rather than buying a bra or makeup or whatever at any old company, be very particular with how you invest your money, your energy, your vote. Because if a company is just showing skinny girls with blonde hair wearing that bra, don't buy that. Choose a company that actually wants to be inclusive, that has a spectrum of human faces and colors. There are actually conscious businesses that are doing their part to be inclusive to everyone. And a black friend was telling me the other day that she is only starting to see foundation to wear on her face that actually matches her color now. And for the longest time, and I think this is still going on, there are not companies that are creating all of the shades of human. It's mostly focused on white skin. Even the term nude, like, oh, I'm going to choose the nude color. That's a white shade. And this is just not acceptable. And once we understand that, we can now do better. So we can now write those companies a letter, or just not even buy any of their products. So vote with your dollar. Be very particular with where you invest your precious funds. Okay, number 2, speak up. As a white person, if you hear your uncle at the dinner table making a racist comment, say something about it. Silence is no longer acceptable in those situations. Silence is violence. And that is allowing bullying to perpetuate, and that just builds up over time. And that's not what we stand for. That's not what makes us feel comfortable at the end of the day being who we are, knowing that we have values and that we are not standing for them. That's not gonna fly in 2020 anymore. You know what I'm saying? So speak up on behalf of others. Now that you know about people's experiences and we are accepting diversity into our field that is very narrow, we have a particular lens in which we view life. Now we can really broaden that and accept beauty and stand for beauty. Number 3, make activism a part of your content schedule. Make activism a pillar, a bucket in your content campaigns going forward with your business or just with your social media spread. I don't care about sandwiches online anymore. It's nice that people are posting just whatever. I've actually been loving this programming. I don't want it to go back to normal. I love sharing Black art and Black Lives Matter content that is rooted in the new world, in this frequency of illumination, of togetherness, of the vitality and importance of these voices. So commit going forward that if this is something that inspires you, let's keep this conversation alive. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. I heard someone else say that and I thought it was really cool because it's true. It's true. Hold pace. Okay, number 4. What is this list even for? This is just things that we're doing now as conscious humans, expanding our awareness, as students of life, as artistic leaders. Be fascinated about other people's experiences. Be fascinated, because when we hold space for diversity, we can actually expand our awareness. When we have nothing to prove, we only have gains. So rather than being upset that other people have different opinions than you online, you can actually hold space for that, be fascinated about what got them to that experience in their life and that moment of awareness, and learn. And it doesn't have to be this thing that triggers us, that other people have different worldviews than us. It can be something that allows us to be more rooted in what we stand for, in who we are. And this is something worth celebrating. So I am so grateful and inspired by what I have been learning over the past couple weeks. And I'm so committed to doing better and to having these conversations with my friends and to going out in the world, because it's not just about social media, going out in the world and just being excited about the spectrum of faces around me and being open to that and celebrating that. So this is what I've been integrating over the past couple weeks, and I am just excited going forward that this world will never be the same, because you are in it, because you are so powerful. What you stand for is so powerful, and together we rise, baby. Let's do this. I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for what you've been doing in the world and the space that you've been holding. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you.